Hello, everyone. So I'm on a personal quest to try and create peace in this world. I'm doing this as a promise I made to my son to try and help the world for his brothers. I think if we can learn to accept others' perspectives, we can create peace. If you look around, there's an insane amount of division being pushed upon us. Those in power try to constantly divide and conquer us. And it works very well because the majority of society is always fighting and arguing. Everyone is mad because they are being forced to live by someone else's ways. Ultimately, we all just want the freedom to do our own thing and be left alone. The government creates broad laws that take our freedoms in an effort to make everyone the same. If we embrace our individuality and give communities more power to decide their own fate, we would ease the tension. So logically, freedom will create peace. Local communities should be able to decide their own ways of doing things as long as no one is harmed. The world seems like it is in a pretty bad place right now, and I'm just trying to create freedom and peace and do what I can to try and make things better. I decided to start doing philosophical interviews with random people from all walks of life. My hope is that we can all try to peacefully accept someone else's perspective that may not be our own. Just because someone has a different view as us doesn't mean we can't get along. We can just accept their perspective and move on. This world would be pretty boring if we were all the same anyways. I personally really enjoy talking about the deeper things in life and hearing other people's perspectives on life. I can't thank everyone I interview enough for having the courage to do these interviews. You guys are amazing. Please don't comment negatively, as we all have opposing views. I'll be happy to interview anyone, and it takes a lot of courage to do this. My number is 573-286-8316. I want to hear everyone's perspective, from the homeless to the famous and everyone in between. We all have fascinating stories and amazing dreams, and I love hearing all of them. At the end of it, we really aren't that different. So please, just listen to these interviews with an open heart and an open mind. We may not agree on everything by any means, but there's no reason we can't learn to accept others' views and try to create a little peace in this world. Thanks, everyone. So, where are you from? What do you do, buddy?
Yeah, so I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a full-time DJ.
All right. You might need to get a little bit closer so we can hear here. All right. So, since you're a DJ, this is ironic. My very first song here. My very first question, what is your favorite song in the whole entire world? The song that speaks to you most? And musicians and people have a hard time with this to pick one song. But, man, the one song in the whole world. I always love learning new music, new perspectives. So.
That's so hard to answer.
I know, man. I know.
It is. I mean, I love music that
right.
just hits you. I mean, like lights you up no matter what genre. I like all these genres.
What song speaks to you the most in the world, or even band or album? What album does really just hit you hard and you're like, all right, that's the album that I really love the most in this world?
I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like their sound.
Right.
It really has its own sound, and it hits in a lot of different ways.
Yeah. No, they're multi-talented. I've seen them in concert for sure, and they're awesome. So if you had one place to visit in the world, you could go anywhere. What's your dream place to visit?
So I'm adopted from the Czech Republic, Slovakia. So I don't know my actual parents other than my adopted parents, which are my 100% parents, and they love me. That's all I know. Right. I want to go. I want to go there
and see what it's like.
Yeah, I'd like to even try to see who just let me go. I mean, my birth parents. I want to find out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. But definitely understandable. So what is your best talent in this world? What's the best talent you think you have?
So it's to pick up 90% of the instruments around. And I'm not saying I play all of them, but
right.
I mean, because I play piano. You throw a piano in front of me right now, I can play Beethoven at 100 miles an hour. You can blindfold me. And it's muscle memory, and it relates to DJing. And my passion for DJing speaks with musical talent, the higher powers of the music. That's what it is. And it's like I use turntablism and scratching. Not only separate myself, but to express myself. Because drum scratching is their patterns.
Right.
It's the same thing. So that's how I express myself, other than the group.
Awesome. That's great. So if you had one superpower in the world, what would it be?
Just make everybody happy. If somebody's bored, because I feel sorry for all these homeless people. It seems like every other one, they want to help themselves and not, but just almost be like a higher power just to change people's lives.
Right.
Have that capability.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's awesome. This one's my personal favorite question. So Nobody knows the answer to this one because what is the most explained event that you've ever seen in your life that you can't explain? Whether it was a ghost or an alien or like Bigfoot, anything that you could think of where you're like, I don't even know what happened there. And I love this question because the person answering doesn't even know what happened, much less anybody else. And it's just a complete and absolute mystery. So what would you think that would be?
That I've seen happen.
Yeah, what's the most unexplained thing that you've ever seen happen? Like something that you don't know. You're like, I don't know how that happened. That was a ghost, or that was an alien, or that was just something crazy.
And I'm a Christian. I'm not going to read a Bible every day, but I
Right.
believe there's heaven and hell, and this is what this world is. There's a higher power.
Right.
And I believe Jesus Christ. And just 100%.
But-
I mean, that would be. I went to a church camp at a young age, and I went to feel the Holy Spirit.
No kidding.
That's the real.
In like church camp when you were younger?
Oh yeah, like 400 kids just right there. I mean, it's just, you can't explain it.
So when it like the Holy Spirit touched you, how did it? What happened?
It just touched the whole room. I mean, everybody lit up.
Felt like an energy going through you, like getting shocked or something, or
It must be like the comparison would be like when we're halfway through COVID, and then it just blink of an eye, it's like it never happened. That's like a comparison. But I couldn't explain it in exact words.
right. Yeah. It's a feeling that's hard to express. That's amazing. That's heavy. All right. So the next question: what's one thing you can do to help the world? If you could do anything to help the world, what would it be? The one thing.
My thing is, I mean, I'm a DJ. My job is to, even when people go out on a great night or bad night, just give them the best time of their life so they can forget about their problems.
Right.
Every day.
All right. Give people the best time of their life. That's great. That's a fun perspective for sure. So what are your thoughts on the federal government?
It's just politics and all this stuff. There's a lot of the world's not this world's a crazy place, and I think a lot of things could be better. But we live in America, and it's what we like. So
Yeah.
we live in the best country.
Fair enough, man. Where do you think we came from?
All of us.
Yeah, or just in general, where do you think we came from?
Everybody has their own beliefs. Like Jesus Christ, and like that higher power. That's our creator.
Yeah. There you go, man. I love it. That's what I'm. Like I said, what I'm just trying to do is just learn to accept everybody's perspectives, man. They all got their own perspectives, and I love it. It's great. I just got a couple more questions here. 3 more questions. What do you think the meaning or purpose of life is?
Legit. From my own experience, it's just, you have to. Every person meets situation, good or bad, you have to take those. Just get to the final destination.
Right.
What your beliefs are.
Right.
That's what it would be.
It's just to get to our final destination. That's our kind of our purpose is to just figure out where we're going, and none of us really know. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. All right. So, what does freedom mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, several things. It's the greatest place on earth, America. So, I mean, it's just to be able to live a free life and not have any work, and just live the American dream.
Right. And then my last question here: what's the best piece of advice or knowledge that you'd give to everybody out there watching? What's the best piece of advice you could give everybody?
Live every moment to last.
Yeah. Well, man, that's absolutely beautiful. That's beautiful. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.